हरिः कर्ता।
So now let's look into working with multiple figures and axes. If you remember, we did the same thing in module 1. So module 1 is all about object oriented style, and this one is pie plot style. So the first one, MATLAB and pie plot have the concept of the current figure and the current axis. All plotting functions apply to the current axis. So the function GCA returns the current axis and GCF returns the current figure. So GCA and GCF, these two, GCA and GCF. So both are important. So normally you don't have to worry about this because it's all taken care of behind the scenes. So let's take one example. So I'm gonna say working with multiple figures and axes. It's all taken. So let's look into one example which consists of two subplots. Which consists of two subplots. So let's create that and we'll create a function for that f of t and return np dot exp. So this is what we want to return. Whatever you give inside the as an argument to your function f, so it's gonna create exponential of minus t and multiplied by np dot cos of 2 times np dot pi times t. Okay, so let me execute. Okay, the function is working well. So now I'm gonna take two data points, that's like arrays, two arrays. So t1 is 1, that's np dot a range from 0.0. So I'm taking the floating point number to 5.0, and we want it uh, fractions of 0.1. We want a number of fractions of 0.1 between 0 to 5.4. That's our first array, and first array, and t2 is equals to np dot arrange, and same here, we'll go with the same one. So let me copy that and paste it here. So but the step I would take as 0.02, not directly 0.1. So these are our data points. Let me print t1 and print t2. So both the data points are ready. Yep. So 1 and 2. This is 0.1. So we got the less number of elements in this array, and second array we got huge because the fractions of 0.02. So this is 0.1. So now let's plot two figures on, like we need two subplots, plt dot figure plt dot subplot. So I'll go with the 2 double 1. This is the top one, and plt dot plot of t1 comma f of t1. Clear? t1 comma f of t1. Then bo and few more arguments. I'm going to add a t2 here, then f of t2. So basically two things we're doing here at the same time, t2 f of t2, then finally the color is k, and execute, and this is what we got. In the same subplot, we have plotted first portion. This is, we have plotted this one, and after that we have plotted the line. The line, this is the black one, okay, and this one is the using BO, and the first portion is just markers, that two round markers. Here we have attached the color as well as a type of graph type of marker. Oh, so we got the both the things here. So now let's create a one more plot here. So I'll take the same, yeah, and subplot 2, and this one is subplot 1. Okay, this is subplot 2. So then let me copy this and paste it here. Yeah, then this one remains same. I'm gonna attach subplot 212. So I want at the bottom 212, and so I'm gonna take plt.plot t1. So here what I'm gonna do directly, I'm gonna take t2 and apply, and second one another array. So t2, and after the t2 I'm gonna go with create a new array with np dot, I'll go with the cos of 2 times np dot ppy and t2. Clear? And I want this as a line. I'll directly say r, okay, this is the shape I want, and finally I'll say plt dot show. t2, okay, I have to close this one more is required. Yeah, so plt dot show and execute. So return arrays must be of array type. This is cos, okay, np dot cos, okay, I got it. This is where, yeah, now it's done. Okay, and here is that a sinusoidal wave, or that's what we got, the sinusoidal wave. So this is how we can plot, we can work with multiple figures and multiple axes, the way we did it with the object oriented style. So here the figure call here we have used the figure call. The figure call here is optional, because in the second case is optional because a figure will be created if none exists, just as an axis will be created if none exists. The subplot call specifies num rows, num calls, plot number, where plot number ranges from 1 to num rows times num calls. So the commas in the subplot call are optional if we have num rows times num columns less than 10. Okay, and so subplot of 211 is identical to subplot 2 comma 1 comma 1. If you remember, I'll show you clearly again one more time. So subplot whatever we have taken here, plt, okay, okay, this is what we got, 211, and this is similar to plt dot subplot of 2 comma 1 comma 1. and you got the same one. So let me change it to 2. Okay, and let me change it to 2 here. I got it. So if I change it to 1, it will become off. 1 1 1. Yep. So it took the total 3 cross space, and then because I want to make it off, if I make it off, you see that it has become small. Now let me make this as a 1, so it will take the complete space. But when I make it 2 here, so it's gonna make left of 2. Whatever is there, it will make this complete area into 2 pieces. So I made it into 1, it has become a 1. That's how it works. And here if I put 2, of course, because that's 1, it can take. That's okay, you got the point, I guess. So you can create an arbitrary number of subplots in axis if you want to place an axis manually. So that's not on a rectangular grid. And similarly, you can create multiple figures by using multiple figure calls with an increasing figure number. Of course, each figure can contain as many axes and subplots as your heart desires. So let's take few more examples. Let me import. My PLT has been imported. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one more figure. So PL2 figure of 1. So this is the first figure. Let's call this as a first figure. This is the first figure, and put a comment here. Yeah, and the figure has been created. It's a 640 times 480. That's what the size. Then inside that I'm going to put the subplots. PLT subplot of 211. This is the top subplot upper subplot. So what we are doing, total, we are making the total space into 2 overall, because it's 1. If it is 2, then it will become 2. Let me show you that. You see that? You see that? If I put 2, you'll get the other one. If I put a 3, you'll get the other one. If I put 4, you'll get the other one. Clear? So what I'm gonna do, so I have made the, okay, first let me clearly explain this. So PLT dot figure 1. Okay, total area is 640480. So if I just plot PLT dot subplot, if I use 111, you see that this is the total area. So now this total area, I want to make it into 4 subplots. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Now on right side, I will take 2. I will make this into 2 parts. On left side, I'll make it into 2 parts. On right side, I'll make it into 2 parts. So 2, 2. So I'll make it into two parts. So I'll put 2 here. I'll put 2 here. I'll put 2 here. And right side, I'll put, let's see which one will get it. Okay, this is what we got. Now I'll copy that and I'll paste it here, and I'll say 2 2, and you see that second one you got. Next I'll paste the same and I'll put it 3. You got it, the third one. Then I'm gonna paste it 4 and I'll put it 4, and here is that all 4 subplots were created. Simple, pretty simple. Okay, this is how we do the subplots from one single figure. Similarly, you can create a figure 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach plt dot figure 2. You see that figure size, another figure 640 times 480 with 0 axis. Now I'm going to attach the axis to it. So what I will do, I'll copy the same one exactly. No, this time I'm going to do a different way. Let me copy everything. So I'll make it into only 2, not only 2 pieces. Right side is not required. So 1, one, and execute it. And here is that. Clear? So it's been made into two pieces. It was made, the same plot was made into four pieces, and this was made into two pieces. So next, let's create one more type, working, because we are doing work, we are working with multiple plots and figures. So I'll make it as 3, and this time let's keep the 2, and then here what I'll do, okay, right side we have a 2, and this one is 2. Okay, you got the one. Two, let me take the 2, 1, and plt dot subplot 2, 2, 1. Anyway, that remains same. Okay, you got the 2, only 2 you got. And here you got 4, 2, and 2. So these are figure 1, figure 2. So let me add the names of the figure, title of the figure, so that it would be much easier. Plt dot title, directly title, and then this is figure 1, this is figure 2, this is figure 3. Okay, here somewhere we got the title, this title we got here, and title we got here. PLG. Yep, here we are missing the title, but that's okay. Figure 2 and figure 3, this is how we attach the title also, and this is how we work with different uh, figures, multiple figures, and multiple subplots in the same canvas.